Okay, everybody, here is my application running on the left in the Android emulator. And we all remember how slow the emulator works. So I actually did some research this week and found a way to publish my application before I can actually test it on the device itself. Um, Going to Google's website, they actually have a license for debugging, so you can actually push the APK out and you can decide to install it onto your application or onto your device, sorry. And here is my application running on my Galaxy. You can kind of see it from the glare, but everything does run smooth and it does scale properly to the percentage. I don't have anything on here at the moment where it'll change the way the layout is. I'm hoping to create that with the next step here, which is the baby news. But at the moment here for this week's project, we had to load some APIs. And the first one, of course, was a Twitter feed that was required. And I used a basic collapsible style theme with a custom theme. As you can see there, it's a little pinkish with black text, making it a little easier to see out in the real world and still going with the theme of the application that I'm making. You can also refresh the Twitter feed at the very top, and you can also clear the data. And for the other API feed, I actually chose the BBC channel, as I was not able to get any baby names since they do charge money for their APIs. And at this point in time, I didn't have enough time to do the research on which one I wanted to go ahead and purchase. But I did, however, find large file of names. There's thousands of names on this one JSON file. I'm not able to actually download it to the device using the AJAX code from my server at the moment. I'm working on it. I gotta rebuild the JSON code a little bit. But as you can see here, it's got the name of the show, it's got the name of the actual episode, and as well as it's got a detail about what's going on with the episode and the time that it's being released, or what time it's going to be displaying on the TV. This as well is scalable, so everything on my application is written with percentages, so it doesn't matter what size screen that you're on, how big the resolution of the screen is, everything does work and it scales properly. On the Android version, the only differences I have at the moment is there's only one button on the Android because it has a native back button. And that back button actually does work and it flips it back to wherever screen you were on before. Now on my iPad application, you can see here, or my iPad, the application is with this icon with the proper splash page, as you didn't see because I just had it running. Everything does work the same. It works just as good on the iPad as it does on the Android device. We can go ahead and refresh the Twitter feed, and it actually gives you the person who tweeted, their ID, their actual name, and whatever they tweeted. So that right there is my application, and on the bottom here you can see where I added that back button, so that way it goes back to the main page. And on the iPad as well, everything with CSS was done properly, so it can actually scale whether it's on portrait or landscape. But I don't have anything on my application at the moment where it requires me to kind of actually change the whole layout. But hopefully here with the next, I want to say after the weekend, I should have some tiles implemented like that another student had, and have something like that so that way it could change the actual format so I could play with that feature as well. And that concludes my video. I'll see you guys next week.